Okay, so if you made it this far, you're probably looking for a solution for a problem in your productivity. My advice is just to boil it sick. I used to be someone who had no anxiety whatsoever about what was going to happen at any given time. Seriously, I was able to fall asleep standing up and wake up 5 minutes later feeling like I've slept for 10 hours until this happened. More and more responsibilities came on, more projects I needed to finish. I had more work and more and more and more. I was feeling overwhelmed a lot of the time and I wasn't getting enough sleep. And for the first time, I had a lot of anxiety. I'm talking hella anxiety. This was especially dangerous for me because I have epilepsy and the main trigger for me is lack of sleep. I was also overweight. But like most of you, I lived half of my life on YouTube. So one day I stumbled upon this guy called Ali Abdal in I think around 2018. This was the start of my obsession with productivity. He talked about how he tried to make his time more efficient. He also talked about how he used his calendar, how he used his to-do list, and how he took notes. I noticed that I felt overwhelmed about having to remember everything that I needed to do. Now, I never was a really organized person, but after seeing this insane human slash robot organizer productivity guru, at least I wanted to try something new. For me, my main goal was to take care of my anxiety, and I seriously think that Google Calendar saved me from like 80% of it. So I forget things a lot, like to the point where it's really stupid. Like I could forget something that just happened 30 seconds ago. Now, in my defense, some people who have epilepsy, they tend to forget a lot of things, but I don't know, maybe I'm just really dumb. So here's an example of what I do now. If something comes up, I immediately add it to my calendar in case I forget later. And yeah, that's it. That's all I do. I don't need to remember who's coming to what or what I have to do and at what time. I just look at my calendar and do what it says. This has made my life so much easier. Obviously, you can use different calendar apps like Apple Calendar. Some people use Fantastic Cal. Talked about another app on another video of mine called Time Tree. But what I like about Google Calendar is that it kind of combines a to-do list with your calendar. So from the side, you can drag in tasks from Google Tasks and just add them in your calendar. For me, putting something in my calendar actually gives me more of an official feeling where an event's like going to happen. I'm actually at the point now where if something's not in my calendar, it doesn't exist in my life. Like I'm not gonna do it. So I don't know about you guys, but I have absolutely no self-control whatsoever. So I like to set up systems that help me do the things that I want to do. A really great example of this is my gym routine. How I started consistently going to the gym was 100% thanks to my calendar. You guys might have noticed I look a lot leaner than before. Half of this is actually because of my diet, but we'll get into that in another video. So my gym problem was I couldn't keep going to the gym for more than 2 or 3 weeks. So one day I just got an idea and I opened up my calendar and I created a recurring event that repeated 4 times a week. Now, if something comes up and I can't go to the gym, well, that's okay. I'll just move it to another open space in my schedule. Now, if my week is full and I can't move it anywhere else, I just delete it, and that's fine. Because going to the gym 3 times a week is better than going 0 times a week. Tip for when you're trying to build a habit is don't beat yourself up about it if you fail, because it's just part of the process when you're trying to build a habit. You don't want to be a robot and let your calendar dictate your life. You want your calendar to help you. So how did my calendar help me with my productivity? Well, I'm glad you asked. Some events in your calendar are simple things that you just need to go to or do, but other things like creative projects, schoolwork, client work, These tasks have a lot of subtasks under it, and that's when you need your calendar to help you. For example, making a video, the main steps for making a video are writing it, filming it, editing it, and then uploading it. So 4 steps. I'll take these 4 steps and I'll try to fit them as tasks into my calendar this week. I can drag them around in my calendar and mark them complete when I'm done. This helps you clear a lot of RAM space in your brain when you have tasks that are really complicated. So here I want to upload on a Sunday, and I will edit it on a Saturday and write it and film it on Friday and Thursday. By looking at the big picture, you can often plan ahead and relieve a bunch of pressure and anxiety that comes with thinking of what to do. Trying to do everything in your brain can come really easy for people. I've met people like that, but for me it's super hard and I just can't do it. For me, doing YouTube, social media, client work, school, family, personal stuff, it's just too much sometimes, and you just need something to help you. At this point, I literally don't know how I lived my life without a digital calendar. Okay, so if you made it this far, you're probably looking for a solution for a problem in your productivity. My advice is just to take it slow. You don't have to learn everything at once. And what I learned is that everyone's productivity system is different, and you kind of have to find your own. Just keep trying to look at what everyone else is doing and try to make it your own. And from that point, just slowly evolve your system and you'll be fine. So if you guys have any questions about this video or anything I said, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to help you guys. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.